Hello and welcome to another edition of PDQ-PD. I'm John Sedgwick, and today I'd like to show you some updates that will be forthcoming in your Google Calendar. You see on my screen here that I have the current edition of the Google Calendar as you probably see it every day. But beginning in February, specifically on February 28th, Google will be switching to a new version of the Google Calendar. If you're like me, you like to start using the new version a little bit earlier than when you absolutely have to so that you're not scrambling to learn how to do things. So today I'd like to show you some of the features of the new Google Calendar. You do have access to this now, and maybe some of you have even discovered this already. I'm going to start by going up here in my regular calendar today, as it stands today, and near the top on the right you will see this blue Use New Calendar. The first step is to click that button, and then it will switch. It asks if you want to upgrade to the new calendar. And you click the upgrade now and it will switch. Now remember, again, on February 28th, you will no longer have the option to switch. You won't be able to choose. It's going to automatically go to the new calendar. The changes in the new Google Calendar are mostly cosmetic, and you can see here that for each day the view is a little bit broader. You can get a little bit more space. It kind of spaces it out a little bit, makes it a little bit easier to look at. And I would like to show you a couple of the specific things that are going to be different. The first thing I'd like to do is show you the different views. Now you had these before, but I just want to show you what they look like. Up here in the upper right, I currently have a month view. I'm going to click the down arrow, and you can see the various options I have for views. I can select a day, or a week, or a month. And let's quickly just jump to the day just to show you a couple of things. As I click to the day, it shows you on one specific day, and it gives me the time slots for the day. And at the top, and this is kind of a cool little feature that I really appreciate, it shows me the people with whom I've shared a calendar. It shows those people divided by their specific calendar. So everybody's not lumped together and you have to decipher it by color code. You can actually see what the calendars are. And that brings me up to another point, which over here on the right, and you could do this in the old Google Calendar, but before it was just a toggle. You would click on it and it would appear, and if you clicked on it again it would disappear, those calendars that are shared to your calendar. But a nice little update is they add this checkbox so you can see which ones you are actually viewing rather than have to click on it and see if it was on or off. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to show you on this view here, on this day view, if I add a calendar, how that affects the view. So I'm going to add Sean's calendar here to mine. It's already been shared with me, but right now I'm not viewing it. When I check this box, it adds her view to this day, and you can see it has the events that I have scheduled for that day, the events that Andrea has scheduled for this day, and the events that Sean has scheduled for this day. And if I turn that off, it only shows me these two calendars, and I can add or subtract as many of those as I want. So again, this is pretty self-explanatory: day, week, month. I will show you the schedule view because that's a little bit different. And this gives you the view of your calendar for a particular time span, but it gives it more of a schedule look rather than a day by day. So if you like that look, you can choose schedule. I'm going to jump back to the month here, and I want to show you one other thing that's a little bit different, and it's a cool addition. When you want to add events, it's pretty much the same process as you had before. I'm going to go down here in the bottom and I'm going to click on the plus sign, which as you scroll over it, it shows that it's a create event. And it opens up this new window. Now a lot of the things are the same. You can still add the title, you can add your time, whether it's all day and repeats or not, your location, etc., etc. Here's one thing that's a little bit different. It has added this rich content box here. Before, all it was a text box, and you could type in text, which was great, but it did not allow you to hyperlink or use the bold or the italic or the underline. This text box allows you to use a little bit of text formatting. It allows you to easily add an attachment, and it allows you to hyperlink, which wasn't available before. This is a really good benefit here because now someone can look at your event and they can click on a particular website to see specifically what it is you're talking about. So that's a nice little addition that's going to come out. So again, it's really just a cosmetic change. It's updated it to look a little bit more contemporary. I suspect that as time goes on, you will see Google adding more features to this, but this is just the beginning stages of the new calendar. Again, you can switch to that calendar now by clicking that new calendar box in the upper right, or you can just wait because on February 28th, it's going to switch to this automatically. I hope this is helpful to you, and as always, have a great day.